Ladies and gentlemen, on now to our third fight of the night. Please welcome, making his way to the RFA Octagon, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel Agent Orange Swain.
Certainly in the Independence Day theme here is Agent Orange Daniel Swain, the 29-year-old fighting out of Idaho in his second RFA fight. 2-2-1 in his last 5, 4 knockouts, 5 submissions in 12 career victories. Purple belt in BJJ, Swain had an 8-week camp in prep for this one. Paddy said it started too slow in previous fights. He's worked on coming out of the gates a lot quicker and fighting a lot harder earlier on.
Yeah, we've watched him before, and his losses, I'm telling you, man, this kid, very tough guy, had some tough losses, but he's very, very talented, good wrestler, solid wrestler, good submission skills, and he's not afraid to bang either.
Says he'll pick apart Scott Thometz on the feet, take him down and finish him. If it goes to ground and he gets the chance, look for Daniel Swain to try and slap on an armbar.
Please welcome his opponent, making his way to the Octagon, fighting out of the red corner, Scott Ticklefy Thometz.
One of the more unique nicknames in fighting, Scott Ticklefy Thometz, a brown belt in BJJ, an Army Ranger for 7 years, wrestler and jiu-jitsu stylist, has been working predominantly on his southpaw, has developed a fairly tricky southpaw style, Pat.
He also, as an Army Ranger, served in Afghanistan, Iraq, year-long tours in those countries, seen a lot of bad stuff, a lot of rough stuff, Bronze Star recipient, so he's a war hero. Seen a lot worse than this cage can offer, I'll tell you that.
4 submissions, 1 knockout for Scott Thometz in 7 pro victories, 2-3 in his last 5, as you see there on RFA debut here tonight. Referee doing the final inspection there is Rulon Day. Let me tell you about him. Rulon's been officiating in Idaho State since 1982. That's 33 years. He officiated the first mixed martial arts fight in Idaho back in 1996. And overall, Rulon Day has officiated in over 700 fights.
I've seen a few matches.
Let's look at the tail of the tape for this matchup. 6 years the elder is Scott Thometz. He is 2 inches the shorter, gives up 3 inches of reach in the arms, gives up 5 inches in the legs to Daniel Swain. Okay, once again, let's go to Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the RFA featherweight division and is brought to you by Training Mask. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this grappler stands 5'9", weighed in at 145.5 pounds, holding a professional mixed martial arts record, 12 wins, 4 losses. Training out of American Kickboxing Academy and fighting out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, Daniel Agent Orange Swain. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, is a BJJ-style fighter, standing 5'7", weighing in at 146 pounds, holding a professional mixed martial arts record, 7 wins, 4 losses. Training out of Combat Fitness, SBGI, and fighting out of Boise, Idaho, Scott Ticklefy Thometz. Your referee in charge of action is Rulon Day.
Huge crowd support for Boise's own Scott Thometz. Let's listen to the final instructions here from the veteran Rulon Day.
Okay, gentlemen, you've already received your instructions. Let's fight hard, fight fair, touch gloves, and come out fighting.
We are set for 3 rounds of action at featherweight between Agent Orange, Daniel Swain, and Scott Thometz, or otherwise known as Ticklefy. Southpaw stance here on Thometz. Look for Swain to work his straight right hand, and he does. Good rear leg roundhouse there from Thometz.
Lefty throwing the liver kick, go figure.
Step across outside thigh kick.
Oh. He's done.
What a stunning finish. My word, the timing proved the undoing of Daniel Swain.
Beautiful job leaning outside that shot from Swain. Swain committed on the right hand, missed, and then got clipped with the counter. Thometz very patient, very relaxed in there. Wasn't excited at all leading up during the introductions. Never changed his facial expressions at all. I tell you what, those are some heavy shots, man. I hope Swain's okay. That was brutal.
The timing here of Thometz.
There it is. Watch him lean outside the shot. It's the thing you got to be careful of on these lefties. Outside, gets the angle. Nasty inside lead hook. Drops him. Then lands a couple more real heavy shots and puts him to sleep. Watch it. Both had the angle perfect, and that's the shot they don't expect. When you step off to the angle, they always expect the rear hand to come at him when you step off to your own strong side. Very smart of Thometz to throw that lead hook instead. They do not see it coming. The ones they don't see is the one that puts them away. Little adrenaline dump for Thometz there.
Good to see Swain back to his feet.
Yeah.
Of his own accord here.
He can't walk right. They need to set him down on the stool. He's going to fall over. They put him down on the stool.
The cool, calm, and collected look of Scott Thometz.
They shouldn't even have him out there standing up.
Mike Kendall going to make it all official here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Roland Day, calls a stop to the fight in just 30 seconds of the very first round for your winner. By knockout, Scott Ticklefy Thometz.
The man they call Ticklefy does it, and he does it in style. A knockout of Daniel Swain. It's knockout number 2, career victory number 8 for Scott Thometz.
They're not even...
Well, certainly a highlight reel knockout. The timing on that punch from Scott Thometz, just superb. And it proved the undoing of Swain. Well, folks, it's heavyweight time in Boise. Former BYU football star Jan Jorgensen takes on Junior Lugo.